Greetings, YouTube. This company right here makes my favorite hat. This is Sunday afternoon. Was that backwards? It is backwards. Son of a gun, this camera is set up like that. I didn't know that. Oh, my apologies. My camera I normally use is not set up that way. Sunday afternoon. Don't forget your hat, which is a great motto. And I wore one of these hats to the point where it wore out. You can see because it's designed to fold, and I folded it. And after about 4 years of wearing it 4 years, maybe longer, it finally gave up the ghost. So for my birthday, my wife got me a new one, which has no crease right here yet. In fact, it's still, though I have folded a few times, it has not acquired that shape yet. I'm going to be less folding on this one. See if I can make it last a little bit longer. I will fold it when necessary, but I will not fold it just because I can fold it, which is what I did with that one. For example, in my locker now, it sits like this, as opposed to being folded in half like this, which is what I used to store it at. So hopefully this one will not get that mark on it. Now, there's reasons I like this hat, or the original. And I actually have another one of this model. There's some slight differences I'm going to tell you about that my wife had that she decided she didn't want anymore, so she was going to donate it, but I hid it, so I've got a backup. And this is going to go into my spare clothing pack I keep in my trunk. So my backup, I guess. And things I liked about this hat was it's light, both in color and weight. It has these large vents in here, and there's a mesh in here like this. So lots of airflow. It's adjustable, which is nice. Not that my head changes shape a whole lot, but there are, over time, you know, a hat will stretch, and this is a lot means that you can keep it as tight as you want to. It's washable, so I would just throw it in the wash and then just let it air dry. It dries very quickly. In fact, I've taken this out of a washer, put it on my hat, and left the house on a sunny day, and 15 minutes later, it's dry. But it is quite refreshing when it's damp, and it's drying in a warm weather. This is my preferred warm weather hat, and one of the reasons is I can fold it up, because I'm always wearing cargo pants or cargo shorts. I can just tuck this in my pocket when I don't want a hat on when I'm inside a building. Very nice, and you don't even notice it's there. Again, it's very light. It also has a pocket here, and it goes full size. So you could actually get you could fit an entire passport in there if you really wanted to. But more importantly, if you are a hiker and you needed to carry, like, if you find me wounded kind of thing, ID, or if you're a runner and you wanted someplace to stash your license and your credit card or even a key, you could just do that and you're good to go. And there's no pressure up here, so you're not really going to feel the object at all. I like the color. They're available in different colors. My wife has a pink one, or had a pink one. I think she may get rid of the pink one. I'm not positive. I didn't keep the pink one. It just isn't my color. And she just got a nice red one. It's kind of more of a maroony color. She really likes the maroon color, which is cool because it looks good. Now, there are some slight differences. The vents on these are quite large. And I never had this issue, but I could see how, under certain circumstances, you could get this hooked on something. So the vents, I'm dropping things. These vents are the same size, but they've put a stitch at the bottom and in the middle. So you're still getting airflow, and the inner lining is the same, but you're far less likely to hook on something. And I'll admit, it does give it a cleaner appearance, which I appreciate. Other than that, there is a tag in the back that didn't exist on the older model, and there's this little grommet here you can pull on when you're making an adjustment. I'm not 100% sure why you need that. I gotta be honest. There may be another reason for that. And it kind of looks like a fish in profile. There you go. But I don't know 100% what you would necessarily need that for. Like I said, maybe there's a reason I don't know about. But it does mean you're pulling on that and not on the elastic itself. Little flat tag in there, and this is a medium. Now, when my wife got this one originally, she'd purchased it for herself, and I saw it, and one day I put it on, that's a really nice hat. And the next day I put it on, and day after day after day, I put the hat on, until my wife made a comment about, you're always wearing my hat. And I laughed and I said, dear, I think it's so funny that you think this is your hat. It's not her hat anymore. It was my hat. But this one is my hat because she purchased it for me. So I happen to really like this. Sunday Afternoon makes a really nice product. It's nice quality. Is it a little bit darker? I actually don't know if it's a little bit darker or you're just looking at, 4 years of sun bleaching. You know what I mean? There's the possibility that that's just sun bleaching, or it could have been slightly lighter to begin with. There's no way for me to compare that. But again, that's going to go in my trunk, in my clothing backpack. I keep a clothing backpack in case I have a problem. If I need shirts or another pair of pants, or I have extra socks and I have extra, gloves in there. So I have a backup clothing, even a pullover in there about this weight, I think. And so I like to have, in fact, I've had other people borrow my clothing from that when they needed it. My wife has, and I have a friend. I had a pullover there, and she liked the pullover so much. She's like, it's a really nice pullover. I should just keep the freaking thing. So I bought another pullover. But yes, this is my Sunday Afternoon hat, which I happen to really like. So go check out their page. And they actually said if you do a review, you'll be entered in a contest to win a free hat. Monthly giveaways throughout 2019. So I am going to post this video to that contest and see what happens. Maybe I'll win. Who knows? But like I said, I like my hat, and this one's really mine. And I recommend their products. I think that anybody who is a person that needs a light hat that is foldable and can be tucked away, that dries quickly, is machine washable, and durable, because this, again, I think I've had this for 4 years, and other than that little crease, there's no really wear on this thing. And if I had not folded it quite as often, there probably wouldn't be any wear on it. So go check out their page, especially if you are follically challenged, such as myself, and you need to wear a hat, because keep your head covered. You don't want skin cancer. You will not be disappointed with a Sunday Afternoon hat.